Hi everyone. I am Melissa Lorello, and today I am here um, just to introduce actually myself. If you don't know me, again, my name is Melissa Lorello, and I started a business called Melissa Lorello Designs, and it was out of mainly a need. If you don't know our story, and I won't get into a big long story, but about I guess 9 weeks ago today, my husband was in a terrible accident, and he was hit by a truck while he was on his bicycle. To say that it has been a long 9 weeks is an understatement. I see a few of you are on there, but the camera is pretty far away from me, so I can't see names. So I'm just going to say hello and thank you for joining me. And then if you guys have questions as I go, put them in and I will get to them. If I can see them, if my eyesight, if I lean forward and I can see them. I see Deborah's on there. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on here with me. I haven't been out much, so at all, really. So it's been a while since I've actually seen anybody, and even though I can't see you, this is sort of like an outing for me. But yeah, why I created Melissa Lorello Designs, it'd be nice if I could say my name, was out of a need. I was working when my husband had his accident, and our lives sort of were turned upside down very just in an instant. He obviously was not and is not, can't work, and I needed to be his caregiver. It was either me be his caregiver or us have a nurse come into our home, and the type of care that he needed was pretty much more around the clock than what we wanted to have a nurse in our home for. So it just made sense for me to do it. He was in the hospital for quite some time. I think he's been home. He's actually my audience tonight. I have him in the recliner. I think you've been home 3 weeks. He came home with COVID. As you guys, if you've been following my story, he came home with COVID after this whole big saga of bones out his leg and air on his brain and everything like that. So I told you I wasn't going to get into that whole big mess because it's a little upsetting. But you know what? Through this whole thing, we have leaned on God, on our friends, on our family, like we have never leaned on them before. And it really makes you realize in just a second how quickly your lives can change. So I'm not here to preach to you. I'm just really here to talk to you about jewelry and what I'm creating. And it's more, and I'll tell you more about that later. It's not really about the jewelry. It's more of a service project for myself and for others. But just as I said, I'm not here to preach, but please just don't take things for granted. I almost lost him twice due to this, due to the accident itself, and then also when he had blood clots go to his lung. So life is really short, you guys. It's so short, and can change so drastically in just a drop of a hat. So just especially this time of year, just hold on to your loved ones and hold on to them tight and just appreciate them. Think twice before you speak, and I know, sometimes things come out of your mouths, even through this. It's been him and I in this house, and also at the hospital because of COVID. I was the only one really allowed in, and it's given us a lot of time to really get to know each other in some really bad, situations, and pain, frustration, being scared. We're both scared, and seeing a strong man being scared is humbling and scary as a wife. So let's get to it. I am so sorry to go there, but I wanted to explain to you why I ventured into and created Melissa Lorella Designs. I was working and I sort of had to take a back seat, and my job sort of got filled quickly because the job has to go on, you know, at whatever business. I mean, I was working with Inspired by You, and the job has to go on. It doesn't stop because I had to stop. So I needed a way, for one, to help bring some money into my house, to help with our bills, and also something for myself to be able to create. It takes me away, even if it's just for, say, I don't know, 15 minutes if I'm making a bracelet up, like working on a bracelet here, and then I have to get called away. It takes me away from the here and now, and I can sort of just go into my own little world for 15 minutes at a time or an hour at a time and break away. So when you guys order one of my bracelets or a necklace, it's not only helping financially, but it's also helping my mental state. I always try to have a smile on my face no matter what. I deal with pain all the time, and I always try to like smile through the pain. I just made a bracelet for one of my old friends who I met through a migraine site. We've known each other for years, but I made her a bracelet that said Achy Smile. She does a blog, and it's called Achy Smile, and it truly is real because you smile through all the achingness that you have. So I'm smiling through everything that's going on here in our world. My husband's laid up over there, and you know, I have to give him medicine here shortly, and you know, it's just all this stuff. So let's get on with it. I see some of you are there, so thank you for joining me, and it's so good to see you. So what Melissa Lorella Designs is, I have teamed up with a company that is called My Intent. And the reason I did that, I started creating some bracelets just here at home, and then I ran across this company. And let me just read to you what their mission is, and then you'll understand why I sort of fell in love with them. Their mission says, we believe there is a purpose inside each of us, and we want our efforts to encourage people to share more truth and inspiration with each other. We are not a jewelry company, we are a service project. How true is that, especially in this day and age? We need just to start communicating and just empower one another, especially women. You know, we need to just get up under each other and lift you guys up. I know that my friends and family have lifted me up through all of this, and I just want to give back. And if it means putting a word that means something to you, I did one yesterday for someone. I've known her for quite some time. She's a very special lady, and I hope she doesn't mind me. I'm not going to tell her whole story because our stories are sort of private. When I talk to you about what your word is, what is your word, usually it has great meaning behind it, and I'll tell you the two words that she had. I won't tell you her story because that's personal. Her two words that she was deciding between and came up with was heart and angels. So I said, trust me, let me come up with something for you. Instead of putting the words on, I don't know if any of you saw it on my page, but I did a heart, and then I did the angel wings on the side. And I sent her a picture of it, and I said, you know, be honest. If you don't like it, we'll do the words. It's no problem. But I, you know, just wanted to shoot that out there. I mean, I would wear it. All the ones that I mess up, they're just personal jewelry for myself. So anyway, I shot it to her, and she just loved it. So, you know, it's just stories and things like that. I mean, it's all about communication and lifting one another up. And like when she wears that, she's going to be able to remember what that means to her, as is everybody that puts their word, whether it's on a necklace or a bracelet. So let me tell you what I offer. Let me get into this. I keep saying that, and then I get sidetracked because there's just so much going on. And like I said, I haven't talked to anybody for a really long time. So bear with me. Okay, so what I have to offer. I made notes because I offer a few different, and I don't want to offer them all in different options because then it's just going to get too confusing on my website. So what I have on my website, and you can go there, it's melissalorellodesigns.com. and you can see everything, but let me go through it. So first up, we have what we call our custom classic bracelet, and it's just a simple bracelet. I don't know, let me see if I can get up there. So these are called tokens, and this is where we put the word on. So you can see it's pretty simple, it's classic. I have one on my wrist now. You can wear them as loose or as tight, and they have a slip knot here, so they pull, you know, loose to get it off, and then you can pull it, I'm sorry, I use my teeth. I pull it tight to get it really tight. So that is our classic bracelet. That one comes, let me just get my goggles out here, and I want to tell you what I offer it in right now. The string colors that I offer it in are the black. I also have it in red, purple, blue, and cream. And then the tokens I offer it in are brass and nickel. I do have some special colors though, and for those, because they're very, very easy for me to make, I can make those pretty quickly. If you have a special color that you want, I do have some other special colors available. So I think I said we have the purple, okay? I also have pink, which is pretty, and I do have a custom to make one of those in pink for my friend Karen. We have the black, as I offer all the time, but we also have orange. We have more of a royal blue. Sorry, the lighting is not that great. We have the red, which I have on my site. We have the cream, which I have on my site. We have yellow. And then I also have a green, which is like a Kelly green. Now, going further in, there is a bracelet that I offer in a forest green. I don't have that color to show you yet though, because my order's not here. I've been waiting. I don't know if you guys have had any problems with shipping, but shipping has been horrible. It's taking extra long. I know due to COVID and just due to the holidays, it's been a bear. So those are the colors I have in the classic, and like I said, they come in the brass or the nickel. But again, since they're so easily made, I have the tokens that come in, and now I'm not going to be able to show them like that. So I have tokens that you can order by themselves. If you have a chain, you want to put them on yourself and want me to customize them, personalize them with something. I have the brass. I have gold plated. So the gold plated is just a little bit shinier than what your brass would be. I have rose gold. I just did a classic bracelet in black with the rose gold the other day, which turned out very pretty. I have the nickel, and then I have silver plated, and again, that's just a shinier than the nickel. And then I also have a black nickel, which is just a bit darker. It's sort of cool, especially for guys. I can see a lot of guys wearing that. And that's the thing, guys. These are not just for women. Now, these are on the daintier side, but I'll show you some that are a little bit more manly that guys would wear. So our next one up is it's sort of like a braided one. We call it a twist. And if you can see that, it looks similar, and I know it's so hard to see, but it's just twisted. It's almost like braided feeling, so it's just a little bit more upscale than what our classic is. And that one, that is the bracelet. That comes with just the black. They're just a little bit more intricate, so, and they come in a different fabric. So they come in the black, and then you can get any token on those. You can get the brass, the silver plated, the gold plated, the black nickel, or the rose gold. Now these are the ones I was talking about that are heftier, that are good for guys. This is what we call the round ones, and you can see that they are, can you see that a little bit? They're just a thicker braiding. but it's almost like a round band the whole way there until you get to like at the edge, and then they have stainless steel beads on the bottom. But they're sort of cool. Actually, they're really cool. I like those a lot. They're probably one of my favorites. But they come in the black, the royal blue, and the cream, and they just come with the silver plated token on those. Okay. And then we have keychains. We have like the clasp keychain, which is this. Okay. And then we also have the bead. So these are sort of cool because they're not real clunky. I know, like my husband, he doesn't like driving my car because I used to have this big thing of keychains. So these are really nice because they're really tiny. Then I offer a bracelet, or I'm sorry, an anklet, which is also the twist. So it has a lot of the twisting, and it's just a little bit more fancy. And it's an anklet, and it comes in the gold plate. And again, if you can see, it's just a little bit, it's not like the classic where it's just the straight, it's twisted. Okay. All right. I'm backing up here. Bear with me 1 second here. I think I made 2 trays of, I made 2 trays of my classic bracelets, and you don't need to see those. So let's move on to the necklaces. Okay, if you can see the necklace I have on here, it's an adjustable necklace. So I am wearing it. I wanted to show you the adjustable necklace as a choker. All you have to do is, they all come with sliding knots. So somebody asked me what size the bracelets were. It can be any size because it slides. So there, my choker just went to probably a 24-inch necklace hanging down. It is really cool. I won't take it up over my head because I can show you here. But you can see it has the sliding knots on the sides here. And it would be easier if I had another cameraman, but Lou is out of commission, so he cannot help me with that. But these adjustable necklaces are really sweet. I love them so much. They just come in the black string. But they come with the token as brass, the nickel, the silver plate, the gold plate, the black nickel, or the rose gold. So like I was mentioning that the bracelet I did in the rose gold, it was actually to match one of these adjustable necklaces with the rose gold token on it. Next up, we have the dainty necklaces, and they're exactly that. They're very dainty and just so sweet. They are just the sweetest. So it's just a token on a nice little sweet chain. Okay. And those come in 3 different versions. There's a silver plate, there's gold plated, and then there is the rose gold. And they are 18 inches long. I don't know if I told you the length of the adjustable. I think I did, but those go down to 24 inches, the adjustable ones. The next up is the chain necklaces. And these are pretty cool too, because these can be for guys as well. They're a little bit heftier. There, if you can see that. This is one of the black nickel, so that's pretty cool there. And the chains are made to match the token. So there are the brass, the nickel, and then the black nickel. And they are 24 inches long as well. Okay, so then the next thing up, and I'm going through this pretty quick, except for my spiel at the beginning. So we can do just the tokens, as I was telling you earlier. Like if you have a chain or a bracelet, they can just slide on to anything. And I have those on my website too, that you can just order the tokens. A lot of times, since Lou's accident, I had made one with a special word for myself, and I just carry it on me all the time. Like if I have a pocket and I feel it, like, did you ever have like one of those rubbing stones, like to calm your nerves? I have one that I did a token because I actually messed it up as I was, and I was like, that's just so fitting with the world that is happening in our lives right now. It feels like everything's crumbling down around us. I just rub that token a lot, and like as I'm praying in the mornings and going through my devotionals, I sit there and I rub this token. So you can order them for that, or just to, you know, put on a chain that you already have. Like if you have, even if you have a chain that has something on it you want to add to it, and these are great too, that you can add more than one token. Like if you have more than one word, or say you wanted to get them like with your kids' names on them, you could get one with each of your children's names on. Or what I thought would be really cool is to get the classic with different words on, and you can wear a couple classics at a time. It's really cool. If you've seen a lot of celebrities and stuff have purchased these, and you can look it up on My Intent, but they've gotten some really neat words, and they wear them all the time, and it's just, I love this company. Now the other part of Melissa Lorello Designs is, because I had this idea before I found this, I have some other things, and I'll do another live once I have like all of those made up. I have everything, but I'll have necklaces, bracelets. But what's going to happen is I'm going to have some bigger items that I can use bigger stamps and bigger engraving tools on. These limit me to 14 letters, and that includes the spaces. So if you're trying to figure out your word, make sure that you count your space as a number, okay? So if it's like love you, count the love as 4, a space as number 5, and then you as 3 more spaces. So, and make sure that, you know, you count all of those. Let me go over some of the symbols that I have, because I don't think that I've posted, besides last night with the heart and the angel wings, I don't think I've posted anything about some of the symbols and things that I have. So I can do numbers, any number. I made a cheat sheet for myself. So I have hearts, I can do crosses, I can do semicolons, I can do paw prints. For you animal lovers, I was just thinking my cat was going to be up here the whole time. I'm like, oh, he's not, and now he's just starting to sneak over. So if he comes up here, I do apologize. I have the infinity symbol. I have sunshine, smiley faces, peace signs, moons, musical notes. What else? The angel wings. I have a mama bear and a baby bear. I have feet. I have arrows, a crown, ampersands, stars, slashes, periods, apostrophes, question marks, a ribbon for awareness, hashtags. So I have a fire, I have flowers, equal signs, less than. I have an anchor, which every time I see an anchor, I think of a dear young lady, again, that I know through migraine awareness, that her mama uses the anchor sign a lot for migraine awareness for her daughter, who actually is no longer with us. So every time I see that anchor, I think of her name's Melissa also. But that's what I have for my symbols. So you guys can combine letters and symbols, or just symbols, whatever is close to your heart. Like I said, this is more than a bracelet. It's a platform for like meaningful communication. Like somebody's going to see this on you and be like, oh, that is so cool. What does that mean? And it sparks to tell your story if you care to share it. It's empowering to say, I ran a 10K for, breast cancer, or, what your church means to you, and put different words on there. Or it's so much. I have so many things planned. Like I want to do some really great fundraising. I want to get into the education system with some of the youth, and maybe do some projects with them and create bracelets for them. Team building with companies. obviously church, weddings, things like that. I have all these great ideas. And when I ask you what your word is, one of the things, I mean, right away I ask what the word is, and like, we don't know. So I give you some questions, but just let me tell you some of these questions that I ask you, just so you're prepared. And it's not always the same ones. What or who are you grateful for? That can be a long list, right? How do you show love to others? What challenge do you want to overcome? I have so many answers for all these questions. What is your perfect day? What is most important to you? And the last one, I randomly pulled these out just to give you an idea of some of the things I asked you, to get your brain thinking about what is important to you and to your heart, and like, what word should you be wearing? Just what, when you look down, it just means something to you, that it makes you feel warm, that it makes you feel loved, that it makes you feel empowered. One of the last ones I picked was, how are you making a difference in this world? Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is just how it comes packaged. Okay, so this little box, okay, if it's for a gift for somebody, when you get it from me, it'll come in this little box. When you open this box, on the top, this is what you'll see. This is how it'll come to you. It has my business card, and I usually write the word at the top of the business card so you can remember why you had that business card. It comes in this little pouch, and then you open the pouch, and it is packaged on these little cards. And like, this is a bracelet, so I wrapped it around the thing, and then on the back I write down what the word is and that I am the one that made it. Now what you can do is, there's a space on the back that you can tell whoever you're giving this to why you chose that word, and what the meaning is behind that word. Then if it's going in the mail, I put it in these padded envelopes and get it to you safely. Like I said, it'll come in these boxes. If it's going as a gift, if you don't need it as a gift, I can just send it to you in the bag, in this bag, so you can let me know if you need the box or not. If it's a pickup, I put that box and everything inside one of these bags. It says thank you on the front of it, and it says who it goes to, and then I can either drop it off like this, or you can come to me and pick it up, and there's just a little thank you card on the back. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's my little business in a nutshell that I've been working on here at home while I'm here being a caregiver for my Lou. He's clapping over there like this. He's my biggest cheerleader. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. As I said, I can't see who's on there. I can see a number up there, so I'm glad some of you hung out here with me for a little while. And I'm surprised anybody's on there, actually, because I have not been on Generations page in so long since I had my shop. So I'm just pleased that anybody's there and listening. And, you know, we'll watch it on replay, hopefully. But if I can help you create anything, they make excellent gifts. As of right now, I cannot obviously promise that they'd be there for you for Christmas. Everything that has been ordered thus far has been made and shipped out, so it should be coming to you. I have some that are waiting to be picked up, but they're locals. If you would like to order anything and you're local to me within, say, 20 to 30 minutes from me, you can, or if you want to drive further, you're welcome to pick up, or I can drop off and we'll do just porch pickups and drop off, just because of all the COVID stuff. By the way, we're COVID free now, just so you know, as far as Lou goes. He is COVID free. I'm supposed to still be quarantining, but who knows? We've gotten so many different, I haven't shown any signs whatsoever, no fever, no anything, but they keep saying until, it's been 5 weeks since he was diagnosed, so I don't see that to be an issue by any means. I would never put anybody at risk, and everything has been, I've been the Clorox wipe queen of the town, so everything is wiped off before it gets sent to you anyway. But anyway, if you are in the area and would like to place an order, please do. Go to, like I said, www.melissa, M-E-L-I-S-S-A, Lorello, L-O-R-E-L-L-O, designs.com. I'll put that in the thing after I sign off of here. And if you're local, I would be happy to get them created for you by Christmas. That I can promise that I can do. And if not, just remember they make great gifts for just because gifts. And also, you know, we have birthdays and Valentine's Day and Easter. What else? We have all kinds of things. They're nice little gifts. They don't cost a whole lot, but they're personalized and they have great meaning behind them. So, and I forgot to tell you something. God and I have really, I've been talking to God a lot. And I know not everybody does. And, you know, somebody once said to me, this is even when we had our shop, somebody once said to me, aren't you afraid you're going to offend people with having like all this scripture up and this and that? And I'm like, no, I really am not. If they don't like it, that's fine. I'm not going to push it down your throats by any means. You have your beliefs, I have mine, but I'm not going to hide mine either. I am me, and I will be who I am and who I was created to be. And but anyway, I don't know why I started this conversation about God. Do you know?
You have a story.
I know, I always have a story. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I don't know. But I've just, if it comes to me, I'll put a note in the chat later. I'm so sorry. I get sidetracked so easily nowadays. But you guys, thank you. I love what I'm doing. I said I've been talking to God on a whole lot, and we are on just a level like I've never been with him before. Not the way I wanted to get on the level with him due to my husband's accident, but I am on a level with him like I've never been before. And I know a lot of that has to do with all of you praying for my husband as well, and for me, and we truly appreciate it. So just thank you for following me, and thank you for supporting us, and whatever I can do to help you come up with your word and create something that somebody will wear to remember you, I'd be happy to do that. I am honored. I know what I was going to tell you. The favorite part of this. Every time, and I know I've lost a lot of people because I ramble, but anyway, God brought it back to me. Anyway, I've been talking to God a lot. So one of the things when I started this business, I said, look, I know I really shouldn't be starting this right now. 24 hours a day, I should be taking care of my husband and taking care of my home. But I needed to do this for me, and I also wanted to do it for others. Each bracelet or necklace, every time I make a token, and every time I make a bracelet, I actually pray over the bracelet before I send it out. If not while I'm making it, while I'm packaging it. It means a lot to me, and it's something that, I don't know, it's just something I need to do. And I feel good doing it. And so when you give it, if you are a prayer warrior, you can let the person know that it has been prayed on from somebody they don't even know. And if I know the story, it just gives me more to pray for. I know a lot of people have prayed for us, and I just want to give back the prayers. So each one that has been mailed out, has been picked up, has been prayed for. Everyone that's sitting over there ready to be picked up, they've been prayed for too. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I didn't mean for this to go this long. It's about a half hour, so I'm a little bit over. Take care. It was so nice seeing you. Have a wonderful night, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.